Hello! Welcome back to Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster. Last time, we found Terra, though she's still in bed. We need to get to the Empire's Magitech research facility in order to help Terra. So we need to find a way there. So it's back to Jador. But first, two things I need to do here. First, Ghosty! It seems you have some magicite. Want to learn more about espers? Sure. Equip it from the abilities menu. And only call upon each esper once per battle. And yes, I did explain all this, but deep spells, higher spells acquisition rate, faster to be memorized, permanent increase attributes when on level ups. Gobbledygook. You know what? Just show them all off. I do want to kill these guys quickly. There's enough of them that I do just want to kill them. Alright. And lock leveled up. And got 10% HP. Celis and Block are going to level up at the same time. What did I give her? Kieran? It doesn't do anything. He's got Ramu, who does... Yeah, so I did equip her off screen. So, Celis I gave Kieran, just basically as a just because kind of thing. And yeah, so you see, one fight, Kira is at 2%, Regen at 6%, Libra at 10%, so I got two really points there. Locke, I gave Siren. Oops. I gave him Ramu. And I gave him Kachi. Magic is actually really useful for Sabin because his Blitz is relying on it. That said, at least early on, I might do some juggling. Yeah, like stamina is fine for Edgar. After Sabin levels up, I might slip Kachi over to Celis before she levels up, that sort of thing. And there was another boring fight. Was it up here? Where was it? Ah, back here. So yeah, I did actually forget to do this last time. Hail Gigas! Ooh, and a back attack. That's not fun. Still, shouldn't be too big a deal. So I am actually going to show this fight. Show off Imp! I don't think I showed this off last time, did I? Oh, I think I did actually. Oh, that's right. I showed it off against different guy. Yeah, this is the strategy for beating those dudes. Hey, level up for Edgar. He got the extra stamina. And a potion up here. Is that everything in town? Not quite. And yeah, despite them having signs, that clock doesn't have a minute hand. Of course, it never points to the right time anyway. Clock's hand is pointing at the 2. And I did forget one other thing, so I will, I'm just gonna turn off the counters. Well, I suppose I'll keep encounters off, or keep encounters on. I actually did turn encounters off just so I could get back here. So yeah, back at the relic shop for a minute. I actually didn't go up quite far enough. And hey, look. Locke learned Sleep, Edgar learned Thunder. So now they can use magic. Phew, how long do we have to keep this up? Don't listen to the others. Trust me, it's 8 o'clock. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. I better be getting home. Slow and Silence learned by Locke, and Confused learned by 7. And Fire is the only spell left to learn for Locke. Thundara will take a while, but coming along. Imp and Float both coming along. Kira, very slow going. No, I didn't even turn Magic at AP up. And Locke learned Fire. And Brigand's Glove. I should have picked that up earlier. This changes the Steel command to Mug. I'm not really... You know what? It's fine. It's fine just for now. So, with Locke having learned everything he can from Siren, this would actually be a good time to give him a different Esper. I'm gonna wait until he levels up again. Maybe wait until Sabin levels up. What does Cat Sheet do again? Confuse, Imp, and Float. Yeah, sure. When Sabin levels up, I will slap Cat Sheet on lock so he can learn those things. Alright. And here's something convenient. Right down on the crane. Gets you most of the way. And now I'm going to meet you back in June. There we go. Sabin leveled up and learned Imp. Celis learned Libra. Edgar learned Poison. Magic, but gotta kill him. And you can also see in here how far along each is. Kind of forgot that I actually wanted to have Celis get the magic, so... In all honesty, you don't really need to worry too much about juggling the Espers as much as I'm going to. For now. I'm going to be doing some early juggling. Rock Wasp. I'm pretty sure I fought these guys, right? Full needles. Nice, nice. Gold needles are nice to have. Alright, first things first, I do need to rest. Couldn't remember if there was somewhere to rest for free. Fine, fine, I'll spend the 250 gil. Not happy about it. Now... So there are two enemies I still haven't encountered. So, I'm going to return briefly to the Kolingan region to fight those last two enemies, so I will see you there. Alright, here's the first one, Paraladia. And clearly taking these enemies very seriously. Alright. And Celis and Locke both leveled up. Magic +1 for her. HP +10. So the way the HP +10% works, for the record, it's not that like it adds 10% to your HP. It's whatever you would have gotten from that level up, like whatever HP you would have gotten from that level up, it adds 10% onto that. So, you know, say you would have gotten a 20% or 20 HP, 20 HP, it goes up to 22. In this case, I got 38. I do have poison. Good, good. How many antidotes do I have? 10. Poisona it is. That's what I thought. She's the only one with Poisona right now. I feel like I should do a little bit of swapping. What's she learning from Kashi? Confuse and float. How about take a while? And as he's you're only at 25%. And one other new enemy to find. Here we go. Fossil Dragon. I'm gonna think it. I don't think it actually has anything to steal, does it? Oh, no, it does. Nothing great, but... Oh, he just got... Yeah. Zombie, not great. Not too strong, not too dangerous, but... do unfortunately now need to use a Phoenix down. Oh no, I don't. I need to use Holy Water. Alright. Since I'm here, I'm just going to rest up, and then I'll meet you back in Jidoor again. Here we are, back in Jidoor. So... most places there's not a whole lot we can do, although actually... now that I've got a little bit more money. Yeah. Probably don't really need to get that for him. Okay, Burning Fist is still the best thing for him. Scrolls no longer useful. Kodachi no longer useful. Am I likely to be using him before I can get a better weapon? Just in case. I can't remember if I'm likely to use them before next time I get a better weapon for him. But equipment. Sure, like another mithril shield for Edgar. And get him a mithril vest as well. Like a lightweight shield made from mithril. Boosts evasion, which is nice. Mithril vest weighs next to nothing. He doesn't really need that one. Sure, why not? Just for now. Alright. Other than that, there doesn't really seem to be a whole lot to do around town. So this is actually the time that we're expected to go meet with the, Maria? Me? Sorry, I mistook you for someone else. Still, you could pass for Maria in a heartbeat. Oh dear. We're really in trouble this time. Celis looks like Maria? That's the portrait of Maria over there, yeah. Oh, hey, that man must have dropped this. That man is the director of the troupe that performs at the Opera House. Everyone just calls him Impresario. He's been in a tizzy ever since that letter arrived. Dearest Maria, I decided to take you as my wife, so I'll be coming to kidnap you, the wandering gambler. Who's this wandering what's-his-face? Were you born on a farm, son? He's got an airship! And hey, look, we can name him. A gambling vagabond who finds freedom from society's narrow views of morality aboard his airship, the Blackjack. Setzer! I'm sure he won't be important. That would be Setzer, owner of the world's only airship. If we had that airship, we'd have our way into the Empire. Let's set up a meeting with this Setzer. You're the spitting image of Maria. Huh? Haven't heard of her, you say? She's a famous opera singer. Alright. So now, to the Opera House. But first, boo, back attacks. Alright. Celis are confused, haven't learned sleep. And here we are. First, actually, took a little bit of damage. Yeah, it took a few fights. So, let's just get everyone back up to full. Just let me get the music starting from the beginning there. This is fun music. I feel like there's going to be some comedy in this section. Actually, one moment here. Just quickly leveled up Edgar because he was right there. And just did a very quick, very quick shuffling of my things again. Tons of enemies, right? Oh, it's you again! We read that letter. So, Setzer is coming to snatch Maria away. He'll probably appear right at the climax of the first act. He loves to make an entrance. Oh, I should be giving him an Italian accent. Perfect. When he shows up, we'll jump out and nab him. What's an Italian accent sound like? Deal me, no! You'll ruin... That's bad French. Deal me, no! You'll ruin the performance! I'll lose my... I am terrible at accents. I'll lose my job! But if you don't do anything... Do you see my conundrum? I want the performance to be a success, but I don't want Maria to be adopted! He's just gonna have a fluctuating accent. And yeah, poor guy. What a pickle he's in. I say let him take her. We'll use a decoy. Once he's got her, we'll follow him right back to his airship. And if all goes well, we should be able to commandeer it. Are you mad? If anything should happen to Maria... That's why we use the decoy. We can hide Maria someplace safe. Come again? Somebody's not getting it. You said yourself that Celis looks like Maria. Now, just a minute. She can be a Maria. We'll let Setzer kidnap her and lead us to his airship. Brilliant! Hold on here. I'm a former general, not some opera floozy. A very famous line. Good job running into a door, Maria. Or Celis. Good job running into a door, Celis. Mi, do, re, mi, fa. Ha! Cough. She's practicing. Maria. Stop laughing, dude. That's the spirit. I got my own little surprise planned for y'all. Just like Setzer. It'll be tons of fun. Better get to work. We've got to make a star out of you, Celis. Gah! Isn't anyone gonna read it? This is one of the most famous scenes in the entire game. And it got some major overhauls with the Pixel Remaster. So far, it's not too different. Graphical improvements here, but... So I'll talk about some of the changes in just a second. The war between the East and the West was growing more violent by the day. Draco, a soldier from the West, thinks of his love, Maria, back home. So here is going to be the first major change in the all of Pixel Remaster, really. Like the most dramatic change in the entirety of the Pixel Remaster series.
Oh, Maria. Oh, Maria. My beloved, do you hear my words whispered in your ear, as if I were by your side?
The original did not have real singing because it was the Super Nintendo. I'm gonna go check on things in the dressing room. Oh, I hope this works. Go on. Give her some encouragement. Huh? Why is everyone singing? So yeah. In the original version of the game, technical limitations meant that they could not have actual singing. So it was just sort of... it was chiptune. They also made some changes to the art and the camera. When the camera went to like a sort of three-quarter angle, instead of like, sort of front on, and changed that camera angle, that was not in the original. That was something they did for the Pixel Remaster. There's honestly a lot to talk about with this scene. I'll talk a little bit more about it in a few minutes. Read the score? Yes. Scene 1. Oh, my hero, my beloved, shall we still be made to part? Though promises of perennial love, yet sing here in my heart. I'm the darkness, you're the starlight, shining brightly from afar. Through hours of despair, I offer this prayer to you, my evening star. Must my final vows exchanged be with him and not with you? Were you only here to quiet my fear? Oh, speak, guide me anew. This is where you pick up the flowers. Climb the stairs and toss the bouquet from the highest balcony. Be sure to finish by the end of the interlude. There isn't much time before the start of Scene 2. Impresario. Scene 2. Yeah. I think he's impressed. Have you always been that pretty? Luck, why did you stand up for me when you did? Because I'm tired of standing by and doing nothing while I lose the girls I like. Am I just a replacement for her? Ooh, that ribbon looks nice on you. I have to go on stage soon. This next scene's an important one. Maria starts to worry that something's happened to Draco and pours her feelings into song. Shouldn't you check the score one last time? Yeah, so this is when you check the score. Alright, before I go on, there is actually something very much worth mentioning here. Regarding this opera, before we get into it. There were dummied out items for an autograph, a manicure, and an opera record. Presumably, they all would have been involved in this opera scene. So, most likely, there was going to be, a little bit of a scene of getting ready for Celis to impersonate Maria. So you'd find like the opera opera record, so she can hear what it sounds like. You'd find the manicure, so she can look nice. The autograph, so she can sign. The autograph is the odd item out, really, but yeah, those were all things that were. So yeah, the scene was probably going to be a little bit more involved. Also, this episode's going to go long. Just warning you now. You know what? One more thing to mention regarding it before I go out. The lyrics to the opera were written by Kitase. By Yoshinori Kitase. Lyrics were written by Yoshinori Kitase about a girl that he liked and ended up marrying. So yeah, that's a really sweet touch. As for the opera itself, I suspect probably at some point I will play the original score for the opera. And for the Pixel remaster, Nobuo Uematsu was basically told he could do whatever he wanted in terms of the music. So he definitely did sort of go in and modify it to make it sound closer to what he actually wanted it to sound like. Oh, one other thing. Kitase was told to go watch an opera before coming up with the scene, but he didn't really have time. So he basically wrote the opera based on what he thought opera sounded like. And it friggin' worked. The Western armies were defeated, and Maria's castle fell into the hands of the East. Forced to wed the Eastern Prince Ralph, Maria still thinks only of Draco as she gazes at the stars each night. Whoops.
Oh, my hero, my beloved, shall we still be made to part? Though promises of perennial love yet sing here in my heart. I'm the darkness, you're the starlight, shining brightly from afar. Through hours of despair, I offer this prayer to you, my evening star. Must my final vows exchanged be with him and not with you? Were you only here to quiet my fear? Oh, speak, guide me anew.
Come, Maria, dance with me. Ha ha ha.
I am thankful, my beloved, for your tenderness and grace. I see in your eyes, so gentle and wise, all doubts and fears erased. Though the hours take no notice of what fate might have in store, our love, come what may, will ne'er age a day. I'll wait forevermore.
Prince Rels is looking for his dance partner. Please leave the past behind. Our kingdom is part of the East now. You were wonderful, Celis. All right. So Celis is voiced here by Hannah Grace, who is a professional singer, but not an opera singer. Which is appropriate because, hey, Celis doesn't know opera. Hannah Grace is yeah, she is Irish or Welsh. She's a Welsh singer-songwriter. Mostly soul, pop, and jazz is what she primarily does. I haven't actually listened to any of her stuff, I don't think. She released an album back in 2020. Few EPs. She's done a few EPs. Her first proper album was back in 2020. She's done a few things. She's supported a bunch of artists on tours and things like that. In March 2017, Lady Gaga actually called Grace a superstar. She did a cover of Praise You by Fatboy Slim. And yeah, she did this, which, you know what? Good honor. This is actually the single most controversial part of the Pixel. I would say the most controversial part of the entire Pixel remaster. A lot of people do not like that she sang. The change in camera angles was kind of controversial as well, because like I said, in the original, it was just same as it is throughout the rest of the game. Same angles you can see throughout the rest of the game. For this one, they changed the art style and things like that, and they went with sort of something that's more modern for this type of game. A lot of people didn't really like that change, and a lot of people also did not like that she sings. The complaint being that people like sort of imagining it for themselves. What she actually sounds like. I like it. That said, I did not grow up on the original. Pixel Remaster is the first version of this game that I played. So, what do I know? But, yeah, so for the original, like I said, because there's limitations of the hardware, they just had chiptunes. For this, Uematsu wanted singers. He wanted actual vocals in the original. He was just limited by the hardware. If the technology had been up to it, yeah, he would have had a professional singer for it. There's also some people who are unhappy about the fact that, as I said, Hannah Grace is not an opera singer. In some languages, they did actually get opera singers. But for English, and I believe the Japanese version as well, they did not hire opera singers. Because why would Celis know how to sing opera? She's not an opera singer. She is, as she noted, a former general. Not, as she noted, some opera floozy. So, she has a lovely voice. Hannah Grace does have a lovely singing voice. And it is fitting that Celis does not sound like an opera singer. That opera is probably the most famous scene in this entire game. And it is a very important one. And one that will be worth remembering for later in the game. As I said, at some point, maybe after I've beaten the entire game, I will sort of play the original arrangement for it, just so you can see what it originally sounded like. Anyway, great scene. I did stay silent for it, aside from reading the dialogue that isn't sung. I did stay quiet just so that you can all hear it and everything. So as not to interrupt the mood, because it is a really good scene. I owe you guys one, so I'm gonna jam up your opera. Ultras. Uh-oh. Better tell the impresario. Oh. One more thing before I continue. If you screw up, you get kicked out of the opera house. If you screw up 4 times, then it's actually a game over. And one more thing, if you went back and re-recruited Shadow, because you can go back, re-recruit Shadow, and bring him here, he will have left. You'll be told that he left after 5 minutes because he couldn't stay awake. What? The Western survivors attack! Impossible! Attack! Battle! Yay! Fight, fight, fight! Wait! I love legitimate theater.
Insolent rogue, knave of the Western Hall, you would address my queen to be Maria. Yes, sir, you have Maria's hand. I would die before that day comes. Then it's a duel.
Yes, it's a duel! I die before that happens. Okay, I wanted you dead anyway. But how is he planning to disrupt the opera? With that? Let's see if Maria can shrug this off. This is heavier than I thought. It's gonna take me 5 minutes to push this thing off. That part is hilarious. I love that he justifies the time limit you have. Because yes, you have 5 minutes to stop him. We haven't a second to lose. Talk to the stagehand in the room up on the right. He'll help you get up there. Leave it to us. The impresario sent you? You need to get up to the catwalks. Lower the switch on the far right, but don't touch any of the others. Can't I? Why can't I touch any of the others? You don't really need to worry too much about the time frame. You've got plenty of time. And over here. And up here. Stunner and Goetia. Goetia? 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 I don't know. I think it's probably German, so I don't know how it's pronounced. I mean, I could look it up, but why would I? Oh, it's Greek, actually. It's Greek for sorcery. Refers to a practice which includes the invocation of angels or the evocation of demons. Ooh. Alright. High potion. Nice. And yeah, nothing really to worry about here. Ooh, that's a lot more. But they'll die quickly. Stunners all have high potions. Gotias have high potions and, is it eye drops? Antidotes. And 7 leveled up. Nice. Sadly, no one has cure right now, but that's fine. Up here, and then this is actually the wrong way to go. But ooh. Getting lots and lots of high potions. Ha ha ha. And Locke learned Thunder. Here we go. High potion. Alright. Oh, jeez. Two experience away? Come on, dude. Come on. That should do. Awesome. So yeah, you saw, still got over a minute and a half to go, and I was very much not hurrying at all. So you do have plenty of time. That said, if you do take too long, then it's a game over. Huh? Oh, rats! Oops. Oh no, this'll never do! With those two flat, there's nowhere to win the duel? How can this possibly continue? Yeah, oops. That kind of ruined the duel. Neither Draco nor Ralph will win Celus's hand. It is I, Locke, the world's premier adventurer, who shall take her as my wife. Maria. Her name's Maria. Oh dear. What dreadful acting. Audience seemed to like it. Silence, knave! You stand in the presence of octopus royalty! A lowborn thief like you could never defeat me! I challenge you to a duel! Might as well make the most of this. Music! Yes. Ooh. Exciting battle music here. Alright, and he has absolutely nothing to steal. Like, literally he doesn't have anything. Judgment Bolt, hurrah! And... Alright. This shouldn't take long at all. Acid rain. Not cool, dude. Ooh. Yeah, that did kind of hurt. And ink. Doesn't matter. Ink doesn't matter. Chainsaw miss. I think that would have been, thwarted again! I feel like such a sucker. Bye, guy. Yay! Hold it right there! My compliments on a most impressive performance. I should give him an English accent. Sitar! I'm a man of my word, impresario. I'm taking Maria. What? Unforeseen twists at every turn! That one was foreseen, though. That was literally our entire plan, dude. Just as I think Maria has to become Locke's new bride, she's dragged off by Setzer instead! What fate lies in store for her now? Be sure to come back and see part 2! Ah, okay. Born showman. Born salesman. The man knows how to pull in an audience. That's all I'll say. He knows how to get an audience. Don't worry, I'll give you plenty of attention later. Yeah, and she's back in her armor. What a performance! You're a great fake actor, Celis. Enough! But the real show starts now. It's time for Act 2. Where's Setzer? He should be right back. What are you doing in here? You're not Maria, are you? Setzer, we need your help. We need to get to Vector. Your ship is the only... If you're not Maria, then we have nothing to talk about. Wait! We heard that your ship is the finest vessel in the world. and that you are the world's greatest gambler. I'm the king of Figaro. If you help us, you'll be well rewarded. Come with me. Then you'll... Don't misunderstand me. I still haven't said I'll help you. Business has been awfully slow lately, thanks to the Empire. In the Super Nintendo version, there was a bit of a mistranslation in the Super Nintendo version. He actually says that the Empire has made him rich. It's because I think in the Japanese he said something like them, like the Empire putting him in the red or something like that, which was misinterpreted as him meaning that he was making them money. So he said that in the Super Nintendo he says that the Empire's been making him money, or making him rich. Whereas the Japanese, it was clear that no, he has been bad for business. You're not the only one suffering. The Empire's been toppling towns and villages left and right. She should know. She toppled one of them. They're abusing their Magitech power, trying to take over the world. My kingdom was allied with the Empire, until recently. Maybe you want to be a slave to the Empire, but I sure don't. We're at least together in hating the Empire, right? So, please. You know, I think you may be even cuter than Maria. Huh? Let's run another piece of very, very random trivia here. In the original version, when Celis blushes here, Sabin and I believe Edgar also flush. Might just be Sabin. Sabin flushes. The reason is they share a color palette. So there was just sort of a bit of a technical issue where Celis palette changing meant that it also affected Sabin. They did fix it in later remakes and everything like that. The most minor trivia you could possibly want to know about this game. Alright, if Celis becomes my wife, I'll help you. Otherwise... What? Are you crazy? Yes, he is. Fine. Great, it's settled. On one condition. We flip this coin. If it's heads, you help us. If it's tails, I'm yours. Well, Mr. Gambler? Ha! I like it. I accept. Celis, are you serious? If you marry that guy... Ready? Heads. I win. Now it's time for you to hold up your end of the bargain. A valuable trinket indeed. I've never seen a double-headed coin before. That coin! Edgar, don't tell me! This is why you bring these two along. I'm afraid you've been hustled, Mr. Gambler. But that's part of the game now, isn't it? Ha! How low can you stoop? I love it! Alright, I'll help. Gambling against the Empire with nothing to lose but my life. I haven't felt so excited in years! My life's a chip in your pile. Enya? Yeah, that's why I brought Edgar and Sabin. That's a great little moment. Edgar wanted Sabin to be happy. He wanted Sabin to be able to live his own life. So he rigged their little coin toss. And I guess, I don't know if he told Celis about it at some point or what, but I guess he must have. So Celis hustled Setzer. It's a great scene. The entire section is excellent. You know, from the time you get to the Opera House right up until that, such a great sequence. I can't believe this clunky old thing can fly. You sure it'll stay in the air? When things fall, they fall. Life's a game of chance. You play your cards, and fate plays hers. They'll spot us in the air from miles away if we try to fly this thing into the Empire. We better land a safe distance away. That sounds like a good idea. I'll stay on board and keep the ship ready to take off at a moment's notice. Oh yeah, this part. Our first glimpse of the Empire. Taking off. Performed in the opera and obtained the airship. And yeah, that is a great approach. It really makes the Empire look super menacing. Really sells how dangerous they are. And I guess one last piece of trivia before I end the episode. Like I said, have definitely gone long. The Imperial Palace, which we saw sort of with the spotlights around and everything. Based on Tyrell Corporation's Arcology Pyramid from Blade Runner. So, actually, however, one other piece of trivia. Setzer. He was the first Final Fantasy VI character to appear in the Kingdom Hearts franchise. He made an appearance in Kingdom Hearts 2. Though he was pretty different from his depiction in this game. But yeah. So yeah, like I said, phenomenal scene. The opera is definitely considered to be sort of the highlight of the game. One of the best parts of the franchise. A lot of people would argue it's one of the best parts of like the franchise, one of the best scenes in the entire franchise. And there is a lot of stiff competition for that. It's a series that does have a lot of great moments and scenes. Even so, the opera definitely one that is remembered very, very fondly. Because it is very memorable. Even the chiptune version was very memorable. I actually wanted to check if the original arrangement, the original score for called Aria de Mezzo Caratere, or something like that. Aria de Mezzo Caratere. I'm not sure how that's pronounced. It's Italian. I wanted to see if the original version was in the jukebox, the music box. Yeah, was it like I wanted to see if the original version was in the music box? Unfortunately, it's not. They don't actually include the original version, or they also don't actually include the version with the singing, with vocals, like the modern arrangement with vocals. So yeah, if you want to hear what the original sounded like, you'll need to find it on YouTube. It's easy to find. It's not like it's hard to find on YouTube. Along with lots and lots of covers of it. But yes, you can find the original version of it on YouTube. And genuinely, it still holds up. Even with the BitTune vocals are like oh. Even with that, legitimately, it's still great. It is a testament to Uematsu's talent as a composer that he was able to make a full-on opera on the Super Nintendo. And credit to Katase for the words and the animators and everybody everybody else who brought it out. But seriously, an opera. And I said lots of different covers and versions of it because it is really, really good. Uematsu is phenomenal. Like I said, the 2D HD is what they did with the art there. It's 2D HD. Like I said, fair number of people not keen on that. But it does give it a certain extra bit of weight and drama. It's the standout. No, don't want to say the standout scene of the game because there's a lot of standout scenes. But it is one of the standout scenes in the game. So, it getting sort of special treatment for the Pixel Remaster does make sense. So yeah, I have probably talked long enough. So, next time, we get to explore the southern continent. And, the Empire. But first, I'll show off the airship, the Blackjack. So, thanks for watching, and see you. And thank you for sticking for a lot longer than I normally like to do these videos. But this was an important one not to cut. Could not cut this one early. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.